This is, people are like, are you nervous? No, I do this all the time. But for Pella, I got Tina Joy Carroll sitting in the front row. And by the way, she's wearing my outfit, so I had to change last minute. It's okay, Tina. It's just gotta stop, though. She keeps trying to copy my outfits. All right, for those of you who don't know me, yes, my name rhymes with Pella, but I am obsessed with Trinant. I love this company. So I've been with Pella for 11 years. I got recruited. Before that, I owned my own window replacement business and was the first first female in the United States for 10 of those 17 years. Yeah, it's kind of exciting because it is a man's world. Trust me, that's why I might swear like a sailor. I'm working on it. Now let me tell you how I got into this crazy business. And I have to always get scenario. The story gets old to her, but it never gets old. So this is how I got into this business. We just celebrated our 11th friend anniversary because Facebook said so. And I do some things with the Milwaukee Bucks, and she had been in Wild Tree. And there was a Wild Tree, if you don't know what that is, because I didn't know, it's these yummy spices that were organic before you use the word organic. And so she did a party, and I went with some of the Bucks wives and the physical therapist, and they're like, you run around like a chicken with your head cut off, why don't you come and do this? And you make meals in Ziploc bags. Do you all know this? It just cracks me up. So I'm like, these are fun. Okay, so then Sonara says, Gina, you should have a party. Okay, so I have a party. And I'm thinking, well, I could use a few more meals. I only did chuck roast that night. I'll do chicken breasts at my house. So she comes to my house, and we hear about Patrick Brown, and he's at GE, and my husband's at GE, and so we have a little stuff in common. We're done with our party. And Sonara says at the end, I think you'd be really good at this. I think you should try doing this. I'm like, sister, if you think. I owned a business at this time, a window business. I think I'm all that. Sister, if you think I am joining Wild Tree and running around slinging chicken breasts in a Ziploc bag, trust me, you have another thing coming. I make $500,000 a year. Who is laughing all the way to the bank? And it is not Gina, Della from Pella. Okay? So, fast forward to January 25th, 2023. I get 1 million calls. I do Teams all the time. I'm busy. I work 65 hours a week. And I have her number in my phone, obviously, from back then. And I see Sonara calling me at 10:30. Trust me, I wish I would have screenshotted it. On January 25th, and I'm like, oh, I know where she lives. She lives 25 minutes from me, and it is going to be at least $300,000 of windows. I'm not joking, because she's in a gorgeous historical home. I'm like, cha-ching, I never answered so fast, I almost got whiplash. So let me just say, she did call about windows. And she did buy eventually, thank you, Pat Brown. But she called to tell me she had left her previous company. She's in the health and wellness space. She knows I'm the queen of Pella, but she thinks I'd be really good at this. I said, what do you have? Like, what are you even talking about? What do you sell? So the first thing she said was digestive enzymes. I don't remember 2, 3, and 4, but I wrote them down. And the other side, the serious side of this is I had just been diagnosed with a precancerous condition of my esophagus, and I had been very sick for several years. And this is where Sarah said it yesterday, everybody talks about it. The product is flipping amazing. And I forgot when I woke up from those tests that it was recommended I take a digestive enzyme. So I wrote down what Sonara told me, these 4 items. I put it on my chart, wrote to my doctor and asked if I could swallow these things. And his wife, now this is where Eastern medicine, Western medicine, his wife is a nutritionist. And we're both 59, I kind of know them outside of work, so they don't clash anymore. They've been married too long. And he said, where did you find this? Because from 10:30 in the morning, he called me at noon off of my chart and said, where did you find this? This is the cleanest product line from what I can see. So that is how it began, okay? But I am about as shiny of a red apple as it comes, because he called me at lunchtime. So then I said, okay, I don't know what we're doing, but I text her the front and back of my credit card. Right? I didn't know what I was getting, what I was doing. But guess what, you guys? How many of you would have reached out to Gina, Della from Pella? I'm on the radio, I'm on TV, I'm on billboards, I oversee $120 million. You know, a lot of you say, I don't say that to flex. I don't say that to flex. It is the most stressful job on earth. I'm going to tell you that right now. But how many of you would have reached out to me? Especially after I told her I'm not slinging chicken breasts 11 years ago, right? So this is where we talk all the time about reaching up. You heard it yesterday. Write down those 3 people. Who gives you a stomach ache? Okay? This one, she doesn't care. What's the worst that can happen, you guys? I say no. Is she gonna melt? Right? What's the worst that can happen? And guess what? You're gonna write down a couple things for me. A no is a yes without enough information. A no is a yes without enough information. Now, I'm a shiny red apple. I'm thinking $999 and it's the starter package? Our showroom in one location, just the windows and patio doors was $1 million. I mean, do you guys have any idea what you have your hands on? Seriously, okay? So, sorry I got off just like Sarah. Okay, so I'm here to teach you how to do a part-time job with a full-time job. Brett, you're gonna tell me as I'm getting closer to the 15 minutes, right? I'm gonna look at your cute Detroit body self. Okay. You know what? You hear it all the time. Be consistent. I don't care what it is in your life. Many of you met me a year ago. You didn't know who I was, but you know Sonaris and Haley, so you'd see me with her. And you're like, how did you lose weight? Or you're following my journey on Facebook. Because if you're smart, you listen to what Tina Joy Carroll says and you be public, and if a weirdo reaches out to you, just block them. Trust me, I got a lot of weirdos reaching out to me right now. Block, block, block. So, you've been watching my journey. I do not miss any of my daily health system. I'm freaking bringing paper, rolling it when I was in Cabo for Pella, trying to make a homemade funnel to get it in my water bottle. And I truly have lost 60 pounds. Thank you. Because of the daily health system. And it's not a magic pill, right? Many of you saw my segment I did on the blend. It doesn't happen overnight. It took 13 months. Can you eat a whole bag of Doritos? No. No. And I'm serious because so many people don't want to change, but it all comes down to consistency. So same with your work. How do I possibly fit this in with 60 hours a week? 65 hours, many. I do this 15 to 20 hours a week. I've been married for 36 years and 2 weeks. My husband's smoking hot stuff. And he's taking the daily health system. But it's purely consistency. So I break out my days, you guys. When you are not organized, how many of you in the morning are looking all over for your keys? Yeah, how often does that happen? Guys, where's your wallet? Where is your wallet? Good job, Donnie. Of course you're married to her. But all those things, what about you don't know what to wear now, you wanted a certain pair of earrings and you can't find it. All the dumb things we do because haste makes waste, and we end up spending all that extra time looking for things if we would have just did it right in the first place or stopped our day. This is the key, the first thing I do every day. I stop 15 minutes earlier than all of you. I don't keep going, and then get mad at myself. I stop 15 minutes before I want to go to bed, whatever time that is based on the day, and I write down what I need to do for that next day.
That's good.
I'm telling you, that is life changing. I'm not going to tell you anything that's going to be, it's common sense. I literally figure out my clothes because I'm over not finding my shoes because my 1-year-old granddaughter put them in a pack and play because she grabbed them. You know, be organized, okay? I do that every single day. When I started, Sonara, Angela, Darlene was nurturing them, and Wendy had just started, and my little great-great-grandma Tracy. They just started, so they're trying to get their business going. They're not worrying about me. So what did I do? Guess what? So I signed up January 25th, so February is my first full month. I became a jade, I became an opal, I became a pearl. I didn't ask her to do my Facebook Live. I didn't even know what a Facebook Live was. Okay? And then reach up. I reached out to Angela because I knew she was someone big. I looked her up on Facebook. I figured out how to get her phone number. I called her because I couldn't reach Sonara. And I said, I need help with something. And she's like, who are you? I said, you don't know who I am, but you will. And I need help, Angela, right now. And she was busy washing her underwear in the sink for convention because her luggage was gone. You reach up. You reach up. Does that surprise you about Angela? Anybody? Okay. Session 2 will not even look like this. I don't even know what I'm going to say next time. But you reach up. And so I literally Googled my first week, Trinidad. Well, I didn't even know it was called Trinidad, did I, Sonara? She's like, look in your back office. I said, what's a back office? What's it even called? What did I join again? And I'm not joking, you guys. That's the excitement you keep hearing. Go with, you know, what do they say?
Ignorance on fire.
I can't remember. Ignorance on fire. Be what you used to be when you first got started. So what did I do? I Googled Trinidad. I saw Jen Dowd. I kept searching for names. That's how I learned Jen. That's how I learned Tina Joy Carroll. That's how I learned Bree, because our Queen Sonara was brand new. So I looked them up in my first week. So my first week of 20 hours of Trinidad was researching the best. If I'm going to do this, and hear my heart, I'm not going to relate to all of you, right? Some of you are going to get me, and some of you are going to walk out here and go, good gravy. God help Scott plan. How did he get that chick in this place? That's the beauty of the panelists coming up. Someone will relate to you. But I spent my 20 hours researching who was the best in this company, and they're all very different. And then I wanted to find videos, and I have an attention span of a gnat. So all of a sudden I Googled collagen. I didn't even know what collagen was. So I Googled collagen, I saw something Bree did, and I kept writing every word of what she said, and I made a transcript of it, and then it said Collagen Rob. I don't know if he's in this session. Many of you know Collagen Rob, but I thought it was Bob. Collagen Bob. And it said Green Bay, Wisconsin, and it was a 2-minute and 30-second video, and I'm like, oh, I can do this. I can watch something for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then he explained really nicely what collagen was, and he was from Green Bay. So consistency, okay, back to notes, because I really do have some good stuff. Don't procrastinate. What part of your job every day for Trinidad do you dislike the most? For each of us, it's going to be something different. Do it first. Get it over with. You will feel so good. Do you not have that happen in your life now where if you just, when you procrastinate the days you don't and you do it, you feel good, right? Vision board. Can I see a show of hands? Who's ever done a vision board? Keep your hands up if you have achieved things because of that vision board. They work, don't they? If you don't have a vision board, please make one. Because I didn't even know what Ascent was. I've only been in Trinidad a little bit. I put base camp, Ascent, I didn't even know what this mountain was with Jen. I wanted to be a diamond. The reason I do this, my why, you guys, is to make all of you, no matter what your life is, believe you can do anything. If I can do it working 65 hours a week, I have a granddaughter, I have 2 children, I have a sick mother, all of the things, you can get yourself to another place.
Woo!
And a vision board is a big piece of that. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, are you willing to do, I don't remember if it was you, Tina, who said this, but this really resonated. Are you willing, if you want what they have, are you willing to do what they do? Right? I want you to, what else do I do? This is literally how I get here. It's not magic. I listen to learn, not to reply. How many of you interrupt? How many of you, when you've interrupted somebody, it wasn't what they were going to say? Do you know what I mean when that happens? Or you've been interrupted and it wasn't even close to what you were going to say? We wasted time. We don't have time to waste. It also makes the person feel like you don't care. We're in relationship building. We want them to feel very important when you're talking to them. I don't know anybody who does it better than Jen Dowd. I don't even know, she is something so special, it's ridiculous. Listen to learn, not to reply, because that's how you're gonna learn what their needs are, okay? And don't be afraid of the no. In Windows, I love the no, and I mean it. You need the no, you need the objection, because how else will you be able to get their buy-in if you're not addressing what they're saying no or what their objection is? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It's super important. Oh, and you don't have to, the other thing I heard, don't let perfect get in the way of being good. Mm-hmm. Do I look perfect? I'm a hot mess. I came here from Scottsdale. I was in meetings for Pella and got on a flight to get here from there. Here's my notes. I mean, it's a hot mess. That doesn't mean I'm gonna stop, because I don't know what a Facebook Live is, doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it, right? So just be a hot mess. Okay, hold on, I have a really good, okay. Oh, what do I do every day, you guys? This is how I talk about my business. First of all, be just as proud of the business as the product. We've been hearing that a couple times, haven't we? Do you think Gina Della from Pella has not been, oh, you're in a pyramid scheme. Why are you doing this? This is multi-level. I'm like, you better believe it is. Well, the scheme part, Bernie Madoff's dead. He did die, right? He's dead. I think he's dead. But I'm not the top of Pella. My husband's not the top of GE. Everything goes up and is a pyramid. Here, you get to make as much as you want.
Woo!
When I hit Red Diamond, I get to retire because I'm going to be where I need to be. Can you all go to your job and do that on your regular job and say, I can be a Red Diamond and make 60, well, who knows now with the comp plan. Good golly, I don't even know what we're gonna make. I'm gonna be red bottom all day long with this new comp plan, okay? Set your goals, smart goals. Smart, do you know what that means? And make them achievable. And it's not, I wanna be a jade, I wanna be an opal, I wanna be a pearl. You gotta break it into bite-sized pieces. Your goal should be, I'm gonna work 5 hours this week. And then break down the 5 hours. Does that make sense? Because that's gonna get you where you wanna be. Is it panel time, Brett? It is panel time. All right, well, I have the most amazing panel, and if I drive you